Hey guys, my name is Ochuko. If you're just watching my videos for the first time, I make a bunch of random videos, but mostly I make some videos about finance and career decisions for younger people, young adults. So I just want to give a quick update about what's been going on with COVID and how it relates with your student loans. So there's a lot of good news with regards to that. And I'm just going to talk about the ways that I've been managing my student loan uh, in the midst of all of this. And hopefully this helps you out so you can also, make some good payments on your student loan. So in March, the government put out the CARES Act, and with the CARES Act, there was a forbearance, so 0% interest for loans, federal student loans, going all the way up till September 30th. So this is great news. So it means during the 6 month period, your interest rates are zero, and you don't have to make payments for your student loans during this period. So that's good for people who've been affected by COVID. It means that they don't have that extra financial strain. But still, for other people who have not been affected financially, it's also good news because there's ways that we can kind of take advantage of this moment. So, with the CARES Act, just some quick facts about it. So, like I said, it's postpones your payments until September 30th. It puts it in forbearance, but after September 30th, so October, you have to resume with your normal payments. Also, we have to make note that two types of loans, three actually, are not included in this. So you have the Fields and then also the Perkins loans. Those are not available. They do not qualify for this program. And also private loans, so they don't qualify for the forbearance. So you kind of have to speak with your individual loan provider to see if they have any options. But this is strictly just for your government loans. And, I'll recommend going on there and just kind of see which loans you have and if it qualifies. So, with this program, a few things you need to know. It's automatic, so if you haven't checked, your payment should have automatically stopped by now. But you can go on there and just confirm, make sure it's stopped. So they should not be taking money out of your account by now. Nothing you have to do on your end. I actually found out they stopped my payment, even though I'm still working. Nothing's really changed in terms of that, which I'm thankful for. So that wasn't necessarily what I wanted because I can still make my regular payments. So I had to go back in there and just check. So if you haven't been affected, still check and make sure that your payments have not stopped and you can resume them. So some stuff that you need to do right now if you're trying to figure out how to best make your payments. There's a lot of sites that have kind of come out with some helpful tips. But me personally, what I've done, I've continued my payments. I actually increased it a little bit because right now all your payments are going straight to your principal. So in the long term, this is going to be beneficial because it just reduces your overall amount that you owe rather than postponing it and extending the life of your loans. Right now, it's all going to principal, so help me get rid of those loans a lot quicker than it will before. So that's great. But if you're not able to do that, totally understandable. But also, if you're maybe uncertain about your work situation, financial stability for the next coming months, you're not sure what's really going to happen, that's understandable also. Here's some ways that you can kind of work around that and still take advantage of it. So, like I mentioned, the first one is just check your account, make sure it's set to your liking. If you do want to take advantage of the forbearance right now because you've been affected, make sure that's been set. It should be done automatically, but just double check and make sure that's set up right. If they stopped it and you want to keep making your payments, this is more the important one right here because if you do want to, you have to go in and actively change this and continue to make those payments. So also decide how much that you can or you want to put into your payments during this time period. For me, I increased my payments just by a little bit more, just so I can take out more of the debt that I owe. It's nice. it's nice to just get rid of that. For some people, they might not be able to, but for me, I wanted to do that. So you can reduce your payment regardless. It's all going to principal. So that's pretty good. This can be very beneficial in the long term. So that's just something to take note of. The other thing is that if you're, you don't really know what's going to happen, I say just put your money aside. One of the big things that I speak about, big advocate for, is high yield savings account. So if you're still not sure what your financial future will look like within these coming months, and you just want to play it safer rather than putting all that money into your loans, I recommend opening a high yield savings account and just store it there. So however much you were normally paying, and this is once again if you weren't affected financially by COVID. So take that amount that you will normally pay, whatever it may be, and put that into a high yield savings account and just save that. You can do a lump sum if you have the means to do it. Let's say within the course of the next 6 months you are going to pay $5,000. Just put it aside, or you can just put out the monthly amount until it reaches that amount. Put it into that high yield savings account, and then eventually, once the forbearance period is about to end, I would recommend putting a lump sum payment into your loans. Once again, this is assuming that everything is going fine financially. But if stuff changes, maybe you lose your job, or something else comes up, that way you have that money saved up and you can easily just use it to support you for whatever else that you need to do for your basic needs or whatever. With the high yield savings account, you get a higher return on the money you put in. So within this 6 month period, it will be gaining interest, which is nice rather than just putting it into your regular account. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. Like I said, making that payment will be very advantageous for you in the long term. I'm taking advantage of it since I haven't been affected financially. I can still make those payments, so I'm going ahead and really trying to attack my loans during this period. Up to you though. I hope this helps. Good luck and stay safe out there.